Should I take a breathalyzer test if I am pulled over? First, you should know that a person can decide not to take a breath test if asked by the police to take one. Not taking the breath test will result in an automatic 1-year license suspension for a first offense. But if you take the breath test and are over the legal limit, then it is an automatic 1-year license suspension. So there really isn't any incentive to take the breath test. However, by taking the breath test, you are potentially providing evidence against yourself, which will make it much more difficult to defend your case later. So given the situation, there are really only 2 circumstances where I would advise someone to take a breath test. First of all, if the person has a commercial driver's license or CDL, and the second is if a person is 100% without a doubt certain that they will test under .08. As it concerns the CDL, under Ohio's law, if a person has a CDL and they don't take a breath or drug test when asked by law enforcement, then their CDL is automatically suspended for a year for the first offense and for life for a second offense. Even if a person was not driving a commercial vehicle, and even if the charge is ultimately dismissed, it is still an automatic 1-year CDL suspension for the first offense. Also, during a CDL suspension, the court cannot grant any privileges to operate a commercial vehicle. So if your income and livelihood is derived from operating a commercial vehicle, it is vital that you do not put yourself in a position where you could have your CDL suspended. Turning to the second situation, if you think to yourself, well, I'll probably test under the legal limit, don't take the breath test. If you have to start counting in your head how many drinks that you've had and when you started drinking, don't take the breath test. If you think to yourself, well, I'm buzzed and I've had a couple of drinks, but I feel fine to drive, don't take the breath test. If you must think about it to decide that you are 100% certain, then you aren't 100% certain and you shouldn't take the breath test. It is best to decline to take the breath test and hire an attorney to represent you.